Yo, chat. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Oh, Meme Coins community. Shout outs to Meme Coins community. Sorry, I'm closing a bunch of stuff because yesterday my computer overheated and the stream died. So I don't need all this stuff open. ChatGPT, Slack, Notion. That's a command line. I need that open. Actually, I don't need that one open. I can close that. All right. Let's go. Let's see. The chat's running. Streams. Sorry, let me just mute this. I'm always so scared now about having. I'm always so scared about having all of the feedback, because we had so many streams with feedback loops. So now I'm like, all right, let's make sure we don't do the feedback thing. What's up? Got a repost. Let's see. All right. We got a couple of things on tap for today. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Meme coins. I think this was fun. Thanks. Let's see. Put this over here so I can look at you guys and girls. And then... oh, we got more restream reposts. Thank you. Oh, let me go check on X real quick and make sure that the Bloxwap account is reposting the stream too. Oh boy. Hold on a second. Oh man. That was my boy. He was asking if the stream is live. I'm like, yeah, the stream is live. All right. Let's see here. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I'm supposed to be recasting the stream. Man. All right, how do I do this here? This. Post this. All right. What up with the chat? More stream reposts. Thank you, DJ Pirate, GM Kenny, GM. Everybody's on X right now. Nobody's on YouTube. All right. So, a couple of little things to chat about today, but for the most part today, we're going to be playing the actual game. We need to do some testing before we go to mainnet, and I want to make sure that this thing works. We need to make sure that people are not going to they're not losing their money. They're not going to get scammed. They're not going to get drained. We need to make sure that the payouts are working properly, that they work fast enough, that if enough people are playing at the game at the same time, everything works. So we're going to be doing some DevNet testing today. So it should be fun. It's not going to cost you anything because you're going to be able to get free tokens from the faucet. So you shouldn't have to worry about spending any money. Somebody wants more tokens for USDC for DevNet. I'll give people some tokens. I have like 200 USDC in an account. So, but everybody should be able to get 10 USDC for free from the USDC faucet. Hopefully we don't break it. Let's see here. Before we get started on the DevNet though, I wanted to just talk about a post that I wrote this morning. Let me just pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up because I think it's a pretty interesting thing that that I've been noticing. So let me see if I can share my screen. All right. So I wrote this post this morning, and I was just thinking about the role that centralized exchanges are kind of playing in the crypto community right now. And the reason this comes up is because we have a Telegram channel. So if you join our Telegram, it's t.me/Bloxwap. And every single day, there are a bunch of people, and they may be scammers or whatnot, but every single day, new exchanges come in, or mostly, some of these exchanges, they either have emissaries or they're fake emissaries, but they're like, hey, pay us to list you on our exchange. They want the Bloxwap token to show up on their product. And so I think it's like an interesting conversation to have about like, okay, like what is the value proposition of us giving you tokens, right? Because from the perspective of me creating the token on Pump Fund, I just made the token really to start the stream. I wasn't making the token to do anything crazy. And I had to buy all of my own tokens. It's not like I minted them out of thin air or airdropped myself the tokens. I paid 10 SOL to get my tokens that I have allocated to myself. So the exchanges come with these value propositions. And I just trying to explain, why the exchange model, when they're approaching somebody who's created a token on something like Pump Fund, and there's a ton of other platforms that do this as well, right? I just think Pump Fund is probably the most successful and the one that gives you the highest visibility. But I just go through the logic of what's happening when these exchanges are showing up in our Telegram and they're saying, hey, first they say, give us tokens, which all of us have bought our own tokens, so nobody has any tokens to give away. Then they say, provide liquidity, which also means we have to give our own tokens away. Then they say, pay us, in Solana so that they can create a liquidity pool, which is like, that doesn't make any sense because then if we pay them in Solana, the fees for the creator are only generated inside the Pump.Fund pool. They're not generated in these other pools. So I wrote this blog post that kind of explains that. It's like basically a negative EV outcome for any creator who has a Pump Fund token to give your supply to an exchange. Now, I mean, there's certain places that I think are actually valuable, right? So, we have our token listed on Dex Screener. So if you go here, we have the Dex Screener token, and you can see all the details, and you have a link to our website, our Twitter, and our Telegram, right? Or we also have it listed on CoinGecko, right? And so CoinGecko has all of the details. It's got the supply, it has the contract, the website, everything's listed here as well. And we also have it listed on CoinMarketCap, right? So another site that's very reputable. And the reason you want to get it listed on these sites is because a lot of other places use CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap as the source of truth for their token information. So if you have your website, your Telegram, your Twitter account here, they pull from CoinMarketCap, they pull from CoinGecko and move downstream. So it's good to get listed on those places because those are very broad. They're almost like databases for you to look stuff up. Moonshot is another one, but we need to get more. I think we need to have like over $1 million of trading volume to get to submit to Moonshot. But I think we'll get there soon. So listing on an exchange it makes it very difficult, right? Like I'm not gonna pay MEXC, 5 SOL or 10 SOL plus give them supply of a token that I had to buy plus give them SOL in addition so that they can list it and then they collect all the fees because they're just going to list it and they're just going to collect all the transaction fees, right? And when you're on Pump, the creator reward fees, that get accrued to the creator are more valuable when you don't do these things, when you don't give away supply, you don't have it listed on another exchange, and you don't have the other exchange, earning the fees. So it was just a very interesting observation that I made over the last, couple of weeks as these exchanges keep coming in. I've even made like a little handle. So if they say listing, I'm just like, listen, if you want to list it, go to the site, go buy supply, and then put your own collateral up. That's how you'll get it listed. Because it doesn't make sense for us to give you any supply. But yeah, you basically, with Pump.Fund, you're getting a non-dilutive incubation capital. You have an early community members. So we've got a bunch of people that are super cool in the community right now that have been super helpful in testing, helpful in feedback, helpful all across the spectrum. And then there's equity upside. So one of the things that I did is when I bought the 10 SOL of the token, if you go to Streamflow, I actually locked the supply up in a vault. So I can't sell this for 6 months, basically. Well, until March 1st now, right? So I locked up that supply because this is something that I'm excited about that I want to work on. And so there's no point in me selling this, especially when there's creator rewards that can subsidize you along the way on the back end. So you have this equity upside, and then you also have revenue from engagement on the token. And then you also have access to the largest on-chain community base that's in a central place, right? I think if you take like all the Ethereum pools and put them together, they're bigger. But if you just want like one place where all the traders are all accessing one set of liquidity and one set of transaction volume, Solana is the biggest and fastest place to go. So it's almost like, why are you begging the exchanges to list you and pay them just so that they can generate the fees and take basically revenue and mind share away from your concentrated liquidity pool? So I wrote this morning. It's just something I was thinking about on my way to get a coffee. So this is a little quick post. But enough of that. So what we're going to do now is we are going to play Bloxwap live. So we're going to go through the process of basically joining the game, creating an account, and getting everything set up. So let me log out. Okay, so the first, let me show my screen again, I guess. Okay, so the first thing everybody's going to need to do for us to play this game, and actually, if you have like specific questions, or you want to have me send you some USDC once you guys get your account set up, we'll do that you can either do that in Telegram or probably Telegram is better because I don't want you spamming your public keys all over the place. So let me open up Telegram real quick so that I can send people USDC. Let's see here. So inside of Telegram, we have a channel in there, or I guess they're called topics. So if you want to go to the Telegram is t.me/Bloxwap. So if we go here, 1 second. And where is the Telegram? Right here. So this is the Telegram page right here. Whoops, that's not the Telegram page. That is the the link to something I don't need. So this is it. T.me/Bloxwap. And there's a large community in there. It's got the token address and the link to the website. So yeah, T.me/Bloxwap. And if you join this Telegram channel, we have a topic in there called DevNet. Topic's just like a room. And in there, it'll be easy for me to just send you tokens if you just post your contract address. I can send them in there. So go in here if you have any questions. And otherwise, you can actually just do this without having me send you tokens, but this is just if you want some extra tokens. And the tokens I'm specifically talking about are USDC on Solana, on the Solana test, DevNet. So we're on devnet.bloxwap.com, which means we're also on Solana's DevNet. That's what this is going to be connected to. So when you're on this page right now, this is just, this is the game, but this is, we're playing in what I would say is like demo mode, right? Practice mode, where you can click and you can try to predict what the price is going to be. And so you can spam all over the place, and you can, if you're right, you get paid out. And if you want more money, you can just click on this and you can add as much money as you want, and then you can keep playing. So you can make bigger bets back here, or you can make smaller bets closer to this time, this T0. And so, are these going to work out? No, of course not. So this is the demo mode right now that you're playing. What we're going to do is we're going to go to play live. So if you click down here, this play live button, this will bring you to a page that shows you your login and all of the information about how to connect, right? So actually, let me make sure. One second. Let me log into this thing. I need to get into my Solana account. Let's go here, dev, and let me put this here. Let me go back. Okay, so this is my developer account. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click on this login button here, and then you're going to either log in with your Phantom wallet, or you can use any one of these. So we've tested email, we've tested Twitter. I haven't tested Google or Apple, so if you want to test one of those, and if it doesn't work, please come into the Telegram and tell me that one of these things is broken. So you log in. I'm just going to connect with my wallet here. So if I click on this, it will log in, asks me to sign a message over here. I click yes, and then I'm connected. Now, what happens is when you connect, it actually creates a game wallet for you. So if you see here, it says I have $24. And if you look here, it says I have $249. That's because this wallet here is a game wallet. So if you connect from like your Google account or any other account, it will automatically create a game wallet for you. And so that separates the risk of you having your main wallet drained or anything happen to your main wallet, because all of your funds that you're going to be playing the game with and interacting with Bloxwap with are in this game wallet. So if you want to send money to your game wallet, you can just obviously click and copy the QR code, and I can click send. And I can say USDC, and I can go here and I can say I want to send myself $10. And if I click next and click send, you'll see the money show up right here pretty much immediately. There it goes, right? So everything's all live, everything's all connected. So, oops, I did not want to close that. So yeah, everything's live, everything's connected. Now, when you're playing this game, we've got 3 people in the game right now. Now, if you need USDC, like let's say you don't have any, you can click here and you can click on this deposit button. Now on the real game, it's going to actually send you to, it's going to actually allow you to connect your credit card and then deposit money straight in. But because we're on DevNet, you can use the Circle faucet, which is just a way for you to get free tokens. What I always do is I just click on this. I scroll all the way to the bottom first, and then I scroll up a little bit, and Solana DevNet is right there. You can come back here. You can click on this, copy your wallet address. And so right now I have $34. If I click on this and I click paste and I say send 10 USDC, you'll get 10 USDC. Testnet should appear shortly, and it's already in here, right? So it's showed up, right? So now I have $44. So that's how you can get free USDC to test this thing out. And you're not, I don't think you can send yourself that much USDC. If I try to do it again, it's probably going to say, you've already done it. Let's see if I try it again. Yeah, limit exceeded. Okay, so you can do $10 an hour basically. So we've got 3 people in the game right now, 2 people now. So if you actually leave the screen, like let's say you minimize the screen, it's basically like you're leaving the game. So this game is going to be running for people that are actively participating and playing in the game. Now, there are 3 different game modes. And if you need USDC and you're in the channel, let me know. We're going to test this out on Solana. So Solana, this is the easiest mode to play this game on because the price of Solana is just not that volatile. Oh, how do we get to DevNet? It's the address that's in the bottom right, devnet.bloxwap.com. So let me see. That address right there. That's going to be a crazy screenshot. This address, go to devnet.bloxwap.com. And then once you're there, you're going to click on play live in the bottom. Okay, buddy. Bro, I can't, DJ prior. You got to do it in the Telegram. Can I copy this? Hold on. Let me see if I can send you money. Let me try. This program that I have is not good for copying text or doing anything that makes any sense. So USDC, if I click on this, yeah, it might work. This might work. Let me try sending you. All right, DJ, you should have some funds. All right. So yeah, once you're connected, let me close this, and let me go back to my share screen. So yeah, devnet.bloxwap.com. Once you're connected there, then go into the markets, because I think probably everybody's in people are in Ethereum. You want to go to the markets and you want to select Solana, which is the easiest market to play in, right? Because look at this, it's nice and straight, nice and consistent. Now, if I'm here by myself, so if I try to place a bet, it basically says like, hey, you can't play by yourself, right? So it doesn't take any money. It just tells you to invite people. So I can copy this link. I can post this on X and say, hey, join me playing in the game. I can post this on Farcaster. I can share this with your cell phones or whatever. So you can do all that. DJ, okay. Oh, they can't see you. So yeah, this is, we want to basically play in the Solana version of the game. And like I said, I have Sol to send to people if they don't, or sorry, USDC to send to people if they don't want to have to get it themselves. But it's very easy. If you just go to the faucet, click on this, copy. If you tap on this QR code or anything around here, it will copy your address. Or you can send money to this address on DevNet. What's your address? Okay, let me see what we got. Some questions in the chat. Okay, how do you get the DevNet Solana? So DevNet Solana. Oh, that's right. So if you have a regular wallet, you may have to switch to DevNet. If you get one of the wallets that just come from like a login, like if you use like X or whatever, you probably don't have to switch. But what you'd have to do if you want to get to DevNet is basically go to your wallet, click on these 3 gears, wallet settings. And you really shouldn't have to actually go through any of this stuff because you're using the smart wallet. But you'd have to go to developer settings. And then in here, it says testnet mode. So if you turn this off or on, that's how you get in and out of DevNet on Solana. So, I mean, this takes a second to reload. It's not It's not the smoothest here. Oh, let's see. So this needs to reload. I don't know why. This is not. This is the DevNet to mainnet transition is not smooth. There we go. Okay, so now I'm back on mainnet, right? I have $5 and $6 of SOL, $5 of USDC. So if you want to switch to DevNet on your wallet, it obviously doesn't affect this wallet because this wallet is only looking at DevNet, and this wallet will never connect to mainnet. It's just using your main Solana wallet. So in the case of the game, you should be able to play. And because this is on DevNet, I force the servers to only connect to DevNet. So if you want to make your main wallet go to DevNet for some reason, you can click on wallet settings here. I just have to do it so that I can send people USDC. But a regular person or like a normal person or a retail person playing this game should never have to go in here and switch these settings. This is just for us testing and really just for me testing. You should all be able to send money to this wallet up here without having to connect to any other DevNet accounts. So yeah, this is, again, needs to be refreshed. All right, so we're going to be doing the Solana mode. Okay, well, I guess you can play right now, but it says there's 4 people in here, all 4 tapped, but I lost 2 USD. I haven't tapped yet. So let's just see if anybody, let me send some more people some more tokens real quick. Because there's some people in the Telegram who have, let me send tokens to R. Oh, I need, yeah, see, I gotta, this is so frustrating here. Okay, there we go. Send 30. Okay. All right. So if you're in and you're here, we should be able to, we'll kick off the game in like 2 minutes. I need some sort of countdown thing. Just want to make sure there's enough people that can get in here and figure everything out. If you have any questions, let me see if there's anybody asking questions in Pump. Oh, there goes somebody. Perfect. Let me send you some sand. USDC. Okay, that person should be able to play. Oh, so you don't need any Solana to play this game. This whole game runs on it's all the transactions are all sponsored. So when you create a transaction and you play this game, you don't actually need any Solana in your wallet. This wallet can have 0 Solana. You should be able to place a prediction because we use sponsored transactions so that you don't actually have to have any Solana to play this game. It's all going to be covered. And we're doing that for the ease of use, right? We don't want this thing to be something that you have to go get Solana, go first make an account, create a wallet, then you have to go get Solana, then you have to go get USDC, make sure you have enough Solana so that you can start the game and do a transaction, and then your transaction fails. We're trying to make the retail experience of this as smooth as possible. So that's, you should not need any Solana. Somebody in the Pump stream was asking about Solana, so that's why. All right. Let's see. Google says Bloxwap requests don't comply with Google's policy. Okay. I'll take a look at that. I'll log in today and I'll see what's up with that. That's good. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll double check that. Let me make a little note real quick. Look at Google login. All right. So, okay, here we got another person. Let's send some more USDC out. All right. Make sure you're joining the. Make sure you're playing on DevNet, and make sure, because remember, this USDC is just DevNet USDC. You're not going to be able to do anything with this in real life. So make sure you're joining devnet.bloxwap.com, and make sure that, oh, we got another person. Oh, we're out of the danger zone now. 4 people playing. Cool. So the other thing you can do is there's this button right here that kind of pins the price so that, oh, somebody just left. It pins the price so that you can have it stuck to the middle of the screen so that you don't have to keep clicking and recentering right now. So, you know, Solana's at 188-ish, so we can see that. And we'll start playing in about, man, I need a countdown clock or something. Let me figure out how to get a countdown clock. I'm going to add that to my list of things to do. So we have 4 people. We should be able to play with 4 people. I think 4 people should be a good test. But we want to be able to stress test this out and get more people playing. So if anybody has any questions, throw them up in the chat. There are a lot of people watching the stream. Almost 300 across YouTube and what's it called? And X. We got 8 on Pump, and we have, how many people on Arena? Where does it say? 25 on Arena. Yo, shout outs to Arena Social. All right, let's play. I'll start clicking. Okay, so basically, we're going to place these predictions, and we'll see if they work. So start playing, and we'll see if I start getting fractions of a payout back. Oh, I'm good. You guys got there's no chance. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Oh, because I won the other round. Oh, got a payout, $10. Let's go. Somebody messed up. Oh, I think I just gave somebody else some money. Oh, got three. 2. Oh, I got 3. All right. Someone said they got wrecked. I think they gave me that $10. All right, here we go. So somebody said they won twice and didn't get a payout. The payouts are not instantaneous because it's verifying that your transactions are good. So sometimes you'll get a payout, but it won't show up immediately like it does on DevNet. It'll take a second. So like those 2 just went through, and then 2 comes later. So they may be backed up a little bit. And sometimes your payouts may be bundled in other transactions. So all right, it's actually not too bad. Uh-oh. I got logged out. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm using a session wallet, so I don't have to be logged in. All right. So DGen said, I won twice $2, but I didn't get a payout. It didn't say that I won, but the squares were green. Let me see. Did you see? So the pop up didn't show up. Like if you clicked, you didn't see the pop up come up. Uh oh. And also, did you make any other bets that also lost? Because what could happen is if you won $2, the way that this pop up updates is basically it just checks the price of your wallet, and it sees if your wallet balance goes up, and then it posts the difference going up, right? So if you missed something before and then you get something, maybe it offsets the pricing when it tries to update. All right. Uh, oh my gosh, what's going on? Where? Okay, this is very difficult. No. Okay. I feel like somebody's taking all my money because I'm down to $11. I made it buck. Come down. I think the payouts of this are going to be a lot better when there's way more people playing. I'm getting close. Hold on, let me re up. Let me re up. Send myself $50. Haha, I'm back. Ooh, made $6. Let's go. T Yo, if you're trying to send your wallet in Telegram, why would it be deleting it? You should be able to send your wallet in the Telegram in the maybe it's blocking contract addresses. Um all right, Kenny. Let me see if Kenny's in the damn net. I'll DM you and I'll get the address. Oh, who sent me money? Yeah, you guys were funny. You guys are hilarious. All right. Let's send him $30. Yo. What's up, Rolando? All right. I need to get a deal from Circle so that I can dude, somebody's winning, okay? Whoever the fourth person is, it's probably R. She's probably winning. Where's DJ Empire's address? Oh, it's up here. All right, I'm almost out of money, okay, guys? All right. I feel like nobody's clicking in my boxes. Ooh, it's too good. Too good. Oh, not good anymore. All right, we're running it. We're running it. If people want to play this game on DevNet right now, we're on devnet.bloxwap.com. So I'll go back and I'll run through the instructions again if anybody wants to join and play the game. And we're also playing on Solana. We're not playing on Ethereum, which is medium, or Bitcoin that's hard. So let me do two things. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna reset the room, and we'll start another round in a second. Let me just check something. So the other test that we need to check are the fees. So remember, the fees from, actually I'll show you the screen. So remember, like, one of the things that we've been talking about, if we go back to the hub, right? Everybody was like, okay, what's the point of having the Bloxwap token, right? If we go back here, we look at these rewards, and this was the reward breakdown for what we're going to do with the Bloxwap token, right? 10% goes to the team, 20% goes to the community, and it's all detailed what the community rewards are, right? So we talk about it here. So content creators, moderators, ambassadors, translators, feedback providers. This is where we're going to send 10% of or 20% of the treasury. And this is also for, we're hosting this competition. If you guys haven't seen it, we're doing the Bloxwap challenge. So you can go on and just search for Bloxwap challenge on X. We should probably brand that everywhere. But if you're a content creator, you make a video that's here. I'll show you mine. Yeah, my Twitter is diabolical, so bear with me. So this is mine. This is my Bloxwap. Oh, that's way too big. This is my Bloxwap challenge. So I'm basically sitting and I'm supposed to be driving and I'm playing Bloxwap, right? And we have a bunch of them. So somebody made an AI one where this firefighter is playing Bloxwap, but they're supposed to be putting this guy out. So if you can create some crazy Bloxwap challenge, we're going to take part of the rewards from the game and help incentivize people to create and build. We also have 30% for prizes. So we're going to host a leaderboard, and I'm going to turn that on later today, but we're going to have a leaderboard that will show, the leaders, the people that have the best tapping, the best results, the highest P&L, and we'll have competitions and we'll reward 30% towards that. And then the biggest amount of this pool is going to go towards the buybacks. So if we're looking at how the game runs, right, every time there's a round, there's a payout, and then fees go to the treasury. And so this is the treasury, this $185 in the time that we've been playing. This is how much money has been accrued to the treasury. So if you take this number here, and let me bring up a calculator, 185 times 40%, right? So of this 185, $74 would go towards the buy and burn. So you have the speculate button here, and you can just come in here and you can just put in $74, and you can see what that would do to the price of the Bloxwap token on Pump Fund, right? This is looking at the Pump Fund pool. So we would get a 0.35% price impact, right? But this is 4 people playing the game over the course of whatever, 20 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that. So this is how you can calculate the fees and calculate what would happen for the buy and burn. If, for the people that love to speculate and go on mood mode, this is where you can go. So, assuming if this number is really big, right, and then somehow 4%, 40% of this number is $10 million at some point, then, you're going to see the price of Bloxwap go to $22 from whatever it is right now, which would be crazy. So there's a whole chart here that you can, calculate what the fee rewards would be based on all of the rewards that get paid out and what the percentage of those rewards would be. You can play with this screen here if you want to test it out. But yeah, so in this little test, the $85 basically is what's sitting now inside the treasury. And then this money would basically go towards the 4 quadrants that are listed in this rewards section, right? Well, I guess they're not really quadrants, but towards the team, community, prizes, and buybacks. And if you go to hub.bloxwap.com, you can see the kind of breakdown of all of the different rewards and things that are on there. So that is one round. Let me see if I can get some more USDC, because I feel like I don't have enough. I've been giving it away. Deposit. If I click on this and then I go here, will this let me do it? Nope, still not. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to send. Oh, we're at 192 now. Shout out to whoever's playing. Let me send this to my dev wallet real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to I'm going to send myself. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking all of the money that's inside the treasury and I'm just sending it to my developer wallet, because that way I can send it to all of you guys. Make it a lot easier. 1 second. Un segundo. Oh, I see what's happening now. When you guys are saying about how your money's not being calculated, I think I see there's an issue. So I'm gonna have to. I'll take a look at that today. Let me write that down. I think DGen Pirate brought it up. Look into transactions being sent but not returning value. I think I see the exact problem, so I will take a look at that. All right, now we're at 228. Yeah, the balance calculator. Okay, so there's a question here. Yeah, so the balance calculator, right now we're running on Solana's regular mainnet. Okay, hold on. Okay, everybody's asking for USDC. Give me a second. I'll be there in 1 second. So yeah, the balance calculator is running on Solana's mainnet, and so we're not running yet in the ephemeral rollup. We're building the ephemeral rollup piece right now, but once we get the ephemeral rollup, it should be a lot quicker to update. But right now we're just running on regular Solana mainnet. So sometimes it takes a second because it has to evaluate all the transactions, and it's also verifying that the transactions are legitimate transactions, because we don't want somebody to send a transaction that then reverts and then they're saying they sent money but they didn't send any money, and then they get a payout because they reverted their transaction. So it does take a second for the sometimes for the transactions to get verified. A second, I just gotta pay myself. Wait, why is it not going? Oh, there it goes. One second. The vaults are all protected by like hardware wallets, so it's not easy to move this money around. Okay. I am going to let's see. All right, we're reloaded. We have 250 bucks now. So we're gonna send 40 there. And then we're gonna send $40 there. And then we're going to go back. Okay, game's still rolling. All right. All right, 3 people in the game. Okay. Okay, I actually got another good question. Somebody said, is one tap $1? So I'm going to actually go back to practice mode and I'll explain a little bit about how the game works. So if I go in here, I'm in live mode right now. If I switch this, now I'm in practice mode. So in practice mode, you can give yourself as much free money as you want and you can just play. There's 9 people playing actually in practice mode, which is actually crazy. Yeah, everybody's over here. What's up, everybody? Okay. Everyone's in practice mode. Got it. Oh, now they have a bunch of people left. Okay, so in practice mode, I'll just explain how the game is set up. Is everybody, are they here? Oh, they're on Solana in practice mode. Okay. So I'll explain how the game is set up. So every one of these vertical lines here is a second. And this is time moving from right to left. This blue line is the current time. And so this green dot here is the current price of Solana at right now. Now this data is coming from, it's all coming from an oracle, the Pyth price oracle. So if you're familiar with Pyth, they make a price oracle and we can look into it here in the hub. Pyth has a price oracle. They update their price oracle very, very quickly. They can get down to like 10 milliseconds on chain. And so we get the prices into Bloxwap and then we send the prices to you. So what you're seeing here, this green line is the actual price of Solana right now. So the way this game works is that it's based on the actual price. So you're trying to predict, it's a prediction market, a real-time prediction market. Your goal is to predict what you think the price of Solana is going to be in this market, right? So if I say, I think it's going to be here, I'm predicting that it's going to be within this price range. Now I was wrong. So the $2 that I just predicted gets sent to the other people that could have predicted it correctly, right? So what happens is the closer you are to this blue line, the lower your prediction bet is. So if you're here, this is a $1 bet. If you're way out here and you have strong conviction, this is an $11 bet. Now, is this going to stay here or is this going to jump out of the way? Well, let's see. Okay. All right. So I was wrong, right? I took an 11-second bet and I missed. Now, obviously you can spam more spots over here and you'll basically spend more money. But if you're playing against other people, is this going to get right? Okay. Yeah. So this came out right. And why I got all the money is because it redirected somebody else is playing. It redirected the losses to me as the winner of the round, right? So you can make a bunch of predictions, and once your predictions get settled, you end up getting paid out on the back end as the winner. Now, there's multiple markets that exist in this game, and so get back to the timing, right? So the further away from this blue line, the more you're risking, right? So this is 2 seconds right here. If you look here, 3, these are going to give you $4 bets. Down here is going to give you like $3 bets. Over here is going to give you $5 bets. These are $6 bets, etc. Right? The closer you are to these lines, the closer you are to whatever that bet ratio is, that bet number is going to be. And you're betting up and down this whole range. Oh, I'm almost out of money. Let's get some more money. So you're betting up and down this whole range, right? So it's not really the best idea to spam this because you want to be accurate, because if you're wrong, the predictions that you make go to the other people in the game. So you really want to try to be as accurate as possible when you're making these predictions. So if you can kind of get stuff right, every time I do this, I start doing this and then it basically jumps out of this band and then I make all these predictions way out here and then I'm wrong. So, but it seems to be working out right now for me. Oh, there it goes. Oh, came back. So yeah, that's how this works. Now, this is in the Solana market. We also support Ethereum, which is, I call it medium difficulty. So right now the price, oh, that's an issue. Okay. So if center price locked and you switch markets, it doesn't auto switch. Okay. I'll fix that too. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Kenny, post your address again. Oh wait. I have your DM. Sorry. Kenny just posted. Let me send Kenny more USDC. I need to go talk to Circle because they'll give you a bunch of USDC if you're testing something, but I just need to go talk to them about it. Whoops, I don't want to see a transaction. No, thank you. So yeah, if you're here, right, and the price of Ethereum is 3,800 or 3,900, and you want to center it, you just click on this, and then this brings it in. Now, as you can see, Ethereum is like a lot more volatile right now, probably because there's some news coming out that's probably going to make the market go crazy. So this is a lot more difficult to play just because the Ethereum price is jumping all over the place. You can see how jagged this is when you have the price locked on the center. So if you're trying to play this game, you know, it's a lot more difficult to predict the price on Ethereum than it is on Solana, where it's fairly stable. And I have this on center price lock, which I don't really recommend people use because it's kind of crazy, but somebody asked for it. So this is what you get. And then the other market is Bitcoin, right? And this is insane because these prices are only 10-cent jumps and Bitcoin is just jumping all over the place. Oh, I got one right. That's funny. Uh-oh, I just broke the feed. Oh, there, it's back. Okay. So yeah, this Bitcoin feed is just jumping all over the place. So the chances that you're going to win on this are very, very low. I need to figure out something about this because this is probably not going to be fun to play, right? This is just, this is just pain. I'm just guessing all over the place and nothing. I'm not getting anything right. So Bitcoin, I'll have to figure out how to make this more fun, or maybe we take it out. But when Bitcoin's not that volatile, it's actually not too hard to play. But right now, Bitcoin's going crazy. It's jumping like hundreds of dollars or $20, $10 a spot. And it's hard to kind of lock in on a price. You can obviously turn the price lock off and then, try to make some predictions here and hope it comes back down in this range. But it's very, very hard on Bitcoin to predict. So let's see. All right, so to get back to the DevNet mode, remember, so what we're going to do is go back to DevNet mode and we'll get people playing again. So if we go back to play live, let me log out here. So when you're playing live, you're going to see, it'll probably actually be on Ethereum. And so, this is Ethereum is the default market that we start people off in. Although maybe we should make it Solana. We'll see in the chat if we should make the default. Maybe we make the default market Solana. That way you start off on something that is fairly easy to play and makes it easy for you to kind of get some practice with the game. So we're starting here. You click login. You'll be able to log in with your email, Google. I need to look into this right now. There's something broken with this, Twitter or Apple, or you can log in with a wallet. So I have my Phantom wallet right here. It's going to ask you to sign a transaction. You click confirm, and then you're good to go. Now you're going to notice that the wallet address here, this ED4M, is not the same wallet address as this wallet address here, which is ARFK. This is a game wallet. So this wallet is not tied to your main wallet. It's a separate wallet that it should have no Solana in it. It's basically just a wallet for you to deposit USDC. So when you have this game wallet here, you can click anywhere on this QR code. So you can either send USDC to this QR code, you can type this string in, or you can click anywhere on it and it will copy the QR code to the clipboard. And then you can go to the Circle faucet, scroll all the way to the bottom, scroll up a little bit, and then you should be able to send yourself 10 USDC. I just did this like an hour ago, so I'll be able to do it soon. But once you send yourself the USDC, you'll see a balance show up here, and then this will go from red or yellow to just a transparent color. And the deposit button here will actually take you to the Circle testnet, or in production when this goes live. So when we get rid of this DevNet, this deposit button will take you, will basically open up like Apple Pay, and you'll be able to just deposit money straight into this wallet here. So right now we're on Solana. There are 4 people in the game, and the game is very simple. Your goal is to predict the price. So just like I explained on practice mode, and maybe I should have something that delineates practice from production or from live. But right now I'm playing, and it's taking USDC out of my wallet and it's putting it inside the game. And I won one and I lost one. So let's see. Right now I'm playing, and let's see, made 2, 6. Yeah, so I did one of those. I made $1 from somebody else. So just making some bets, and I am okay. So those 2 bets did not come back. So that's an issue. So I got to figure that out. And I have that tracked right now to make sure that the bets are coming back. I might need to do something where if the transactions fail, we put the failed transactions in another queue and then just double check them later to make sure that you're getting your payout back. Because if the not getting paid out is going to be the ultimate failure of this product. So we need to make sure that you do get paid back. But for the most part, it seems to be working for most transactions, but it needs to be working for all transactions. Let's see. All right, let's go back to the chat. I'm just going to let this thing run, and we'll go back to the chat. You guys having a side conversation in the chat? Oh, Bloxwap challenge videos. Yeah, we got some. I'm going to post another one after the stream. There's another one that's pretty funny that I like. It's with John, starring John. Cool tokenomics. Thank you. I noticed the balance calculator is quite slow. I won a bet and I thought I got wrecked, but it returned. Yeah, so that's something that I'm going to have to take a look at. Right now, like I said earlier, the balance calculator, everything's running on Solana's mainnet. So it's running at 400 millisecond blocks, which should be enough time for you to place the prediction and then have the prediction resolve, right? Because this is a second out, and then this is 1 second where it's getting all of these bets. And then once it hits, I would say this -1 second time frame, there's a part of code that basically goes and looks and says who won and who lost. And then it figures out who wins, who loses, who has to pay who, and then it basically runs a bunch of transactions to pay everybody out. So there may be a case where, and I'll actually be able to look because I have the address to the wallet that's doing this. Maybe they're like transactions that are failing or something like that. So there's going to be some research that I have to do later today to make sure that the payouts are happening and that it's not failed transactions and nothing's getting stuck and they're not going to, I have these vaults basically that are the contract has vaults that are holding the USDC while the game is live, like while the position's open. So I need to go make sure that the vaults are not having problems or anything like that. So I'll take a look into that for sure. That's the whole purpose of testing. This is why we need testnet, so that we can figure all this stuff out. Because if this was happening with real USDC, people would be mad. Come on, people, join this. 400 views and only 2 of us playing. Yeah, we got to get people to test this out. So we might have to just do another DevNet test tomorrow on Friday and make sure. I'll do some changes tonight, fix some stuff tonight, and then we'll do another DevNet test tomorrow. Because I do want to launch this as quickly as possible, but this needs to be working, and it needs to be bulletproof. So, and having people test this is basically the best way to get this thing, to make sure that this thing is working and is bulletproof. Oh man, yesterday I tried to get on this stream and I think I got my post deleted. There were these girls that were testing, crypto apps, and yeah, I didn't make it. The home page also needs a regular refresh because many times I got to log in again to see the balance. Are you talking about this balance up here? I'll write that down. All right, make a note. Make sure the balance is persisted. I'll probably post a list of all these issues just to make sure. I'll post them on X and then just make sure that everybody's issues are kind of addressed. And I'll put a list. And if you see something that's not on there, I'll just let me know and I'll add it and I'll reconcile them. Let's see. The Pump Fund chat is cheap. Oh, somebody else asked me for Soul. Let me hit them up. Send. I don't know who this is. So 20. Good luck. Oh, they want Soul? You don't need any Solana to play this game, okay? This game, all the transactions are sponsored by a sponsor wallet. And the sponsor wallet has a lot of Solana in it right now. Let me look and see. Let me look at this. We can take a look at the wallet that sponsors the transactions. Give me 1 second. This. So is it SoulScan? This guy? SoulScan DevNet. Can't type. I'll bring it up in a second. Okay, so this wallet is what's paying for all of your transactions. You can see all these transactions 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. This wallet is paying for all the transactions right now. So you should not need any Solana. Nobody should be sending anybody any Solana. You do not need Solana to play this game. You can just, this wallet is paying for everything. And I think that this is going to give us the best user experience so that way we don't have people having to worry about getting Solana and do I have enough Sol to enter into the, ephemeral roll up or whatever. So this wallet is covering all the fees. This wallet is covering all the expenses. You should just be able to tap your little heart away and be good. So you can see all these taps. These are all the transactions. So I need to look into this because I might click on one of these and maybe the transactions failed, right? This one says it confirmed, but maybe one of these is failing and we're having problems where the payback is not working properly. So I'll have to do some auditing, but it's all on chain, so I can figure this out. Yeah. I like your pudgy penguin also. Let's see. Shout out to Luca Nets. All right, I need to go. Actually, I'm gonna have to change the bot in the Telegram channel also, so to let people post contract addresses, because that'll also be helpful. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we have some issues with like wins being registered that I'm gonna take a look at, and let's go back to this. I'll take a look at, and I'll fix those, and then we're gonna do another dev test tomorrow. We're probably gonna do a dev test every day until we go live to make sure that all these little bugs are fixed. So right now, we were supposed to go to mainnet tomorrow. We're not gonna do that because obviously there's some issues, and I need to fix those, and I want to make sure that we test them after I fix them. So we're gonna do another live stream tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. GMT, and we're going to do another test once I figure out what the issues are with these and we resolve these challenges, and then we're going to do another test. So if you want, what I would say is go in, create an account, go to devnet.bloxwap.com. So it'll be, well, let me log out here so we get to it. So devnet.bloxwap.com. At the bottom, when you first come to this website, you're gonna be in practice mode, where if you click up here, you'll basically see infinite money show up. What you want to do is click on play live down here, and then you want to click on login, and then you're going to be able to log in with either your Phantom wallet or one of these social media accounts. And I need to fix the Google one, so I'll fix that. But then once you log in, it'll ask you to sign a transaction, or it'll take you to the Google website so you can log in, or it'll take you to Apple, or take you to Twitter to authorize the app. You click confirm. Once you're confirmed, you'll be logged in, but you'll have no balance. So this will be 0 up here. And then what you want to do is you want to click on the deposit button, and it will take you to this circle faucet. So you want to click on this drop down, scroll all the way to the bottom, and then scroll up a little bit, and you'll want to pick Solana DevNet. Go back to this page and click on your wallet right here, this QR code, and you can just click on it and it will copy the wallet address to the clipboard, and then you can paste that wallet address here and click send 10 USDC, and my limit is exceeded because I just did this, but you'll be able to send yourself USDC and it will show up immediately in your wallet here on DevNet. Once you have all this set up, and if you're not the only one in the game, so right now I'm the only one in the game, so if I click, you can't play by yourself. You need at least another person to play this game. It's a multiplayer game. So you can share the link on X or on Farcaster, or text somebody. You have all these options to share the link and get other people to try to play with you. Now this is only in the live mode. If you're on practice mode, you can play by yourself and just try the game and figure out how it works. But on live mode, you need somebody else to play. And once you do that, you'll be able to start playing. And if somebody else is in the game right now, nobody's in Solana, but maybe somebody's in Ethereum. Let's see. Nope, nobody's in Ethereum either. So once you're set up here, then we'll do another live test tomorrow. I'll figure out how to get a countdown so that we can all play and synchronize our playing. And then if anybody needs any USDC, you can join our Telegram channel. So the Telegram channel is t.me/Bloxwap. So it's BLOX. There's no S. People keep typing Bloxwap with an S on here, and that's not it. Oh, somebody showed up. Oh, ready to get wrecked. Somebody showed up. Let's go. Come on. I need a way to talk trash to people in here. Okay. This is hard. So close. Yeah, this is not easy. So, once somebody else is playing, then, or somebody else is in the game, then you can play against them. And if they leave, it'll stop you from being able to execute transactions. So that's pretty much it. We want the on-ramping to be super simple. So we just want you to be able to create an account with social account, or if you have a wallet that you want to use, you can use that. And then the only thing you'll need to play the game is USDC. And you can get that from the faucet here. And on mainnet, it will actually bring up the USDC deposit button via circle. So DJ Pirate 1. Oh, you probably took you took my money. That's good. Nice. All right. So that's pretty much it for right now. I am going to get lunch, and then when I get back, I'll post a list of all of the things that people have brought up in terms of the issues. I'll post that on X, and then if there's anything else that you guys have seen that you guys are noticing, I know some people said they wanted an on-ramping tutorial. Oh, I just got logged out. Or maybe this is what somebody was talking about. Let me see. Yeah, I just got logged out. If somebody has any other things, any other suggestions. So I know somebody said they wanted a login, or a kind of like a tutorial, or hey, explain what's going on. I wanted people to play the game and figure it out, because I think it's interesting to figure out. But maybe we need to have a little pop up that comes up before this game starts and says, hey, you're playing Bloxwap, and this is how the game works. We'll put it on easy mode, obviously, and say like, this green thing is the current price. Your goal is to predict the current price. So click as many times as you want, and when you hit the current price, you get a payout, right? And explain how the payouts work. And then say, if you're ready to play live with real money, click on this button, and then it'll do the same thing as this, which will bring you to the playing it live mode. So I'll think about putting that in there too. Actually, let me put that as a task. Onboarding 3-step process. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else for you all today. But I appreciate everybody who helped me test. Super, 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 super helpful. Thank you so much. Hold on, what does this say? The whole point of winning from the pool is around it cannot be understood by people who just got it. We can't see others' bets. Yeah, somebody was asking about that. I mean, there's a way to show them. I just need to figure out. I think part of the challenge with showing other people's bets is how to do it in a way that makes it easy for you to understand what's happening. And we actually have, I was talking to my brother, we actually have an idea for how we can do this, but the game is going to have a little bit of a redesign in order to make it so that you can actually see other people's bets, and it's not going to be annoying because there's other games that work like this and they show you kind of like the liquidity in the pool, but there's like these numbers that are updating all the time all over the screen, and it's very, very disorienting if you just have, like numbers flying all over the place and too many numbers. People don't want a bunch of numbers all over the place. They want a very simple experience. And so we're trying to balance keeping the experience simple with also making sure that you get a good transparency in terms of like what you're going to win. So maybe there's a way to say like, hey, this row or this vault or this column has XYZ payout. Maybe we can do something like that. But yeah, that's a good comment that we need to figure out a good user experience way to handle it. Other color. That's also, it's tricky. I mean, you could add other colors, but I think part of the design is to make sure that you kind of keep it as simple as possible. You can obviously add more colors, but I think it's not necessarily just about the color. It's about how you convey the message of like, this is how much you're going to win if you click on this box. And there's ways to do it, but I think we might need to just think about how we structure the game so that you see, okay, this row has value, maybe this other row doesn't. So I want to try to play in these specific columns versus others. And it's just about also, there's going to be information that needs to be conveyed from the back end to the front end about what rows are active and what rows are hot or something like that. So maybe it's colors, maybe it's something else. But yeah, I think there's definitely a good way I think this is a good conversation to have to figure out how to surface the kind of like the depth of the liquidity inside each row. Yeah. All right. It's 500 people here now, and we're going away. All right. Well, thanks everybody for helping test. Hold on a second. New question. Also, when I lock the screen on Bitcoin and the ETH price is so fast, sometimes the screen is tilting. Yeah. The screen lock center price thing was something I forgot who asked for it. Somebody asked for it maybe like a week and a half ago. They were like, put a button in there so that I can always see the current price. And I said at the time, I was like, it's going to be hard because I tried it when I first made this game. I tried a bunch of different iterations of stuff, and I had a version where it was locked to the screen. And when I put this screen lock on, it was very hard for me to play, especially on Bitcoin because it was jumping all over the place. So I think we're probably gonna have to figure something else out when it comes to Bitcoin. Maybe we remove Bitcoin and maybe we just make the game just like Solana or just Solana and ETH to start off with, because or maybe make the resolution of the game bigger. So, right now Solana is every 10 cents. And so it's 10 cents where the token price is in the hundreds of dollars. Maybe we say it's like, $1 jump when the price is in thousands of dollars. And then maybe it's like a $10 jump when the price is in hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that way it doesn't jump around as much. And then maybe we make the bet sizes bigger. So like if you're betting in Bitcoin, instead of paying $1 for the intro's price, you're paying $10. And it just makes the risk level higher when you go to the other markets that are not the ETH market. So there's something to that where we can just make it so that you take more risk when the higher the market you go up. Could also just drop a decimal place. Yep, yeah, exactly. I think we're saying the same thing. I'm not 100% sure, but nope. Why is Ecamm trying to share a Zoom screen? And so mainnet and marketing start tomorrow. We're not going to do mainnet tomorrow. We need to do another DevNet test. We need to make sure that there's a few bugs that we found today in the payouts and whatnot. We need to make sure those are locked up and ready to go. So no mainnet tomorrow. We're going to do another live stream at the same time, starting at the same time, which is going to be 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. GMT. We're going to do another stream. I'm going to go program today, fix a bunch of bugs, and then tomorrow we're going to do another stream and we're going to do another test. We need to make sure that this thing is bulletproof, because when we come out, we need to be the #1 protocol on Solana. We need to pass Axiom. Shout outs to Axiom. Amazing, legendary. We need to pass Pump. Also amazing and legendary. We need to be the number one protocol on Solana. So we got to make sure this is working properly. Yeah, I mean, there's a hurry. There's definitely a hurry because we don't want to I'm not trying to sit on this thing for 100 years and never ship it. Like, we want this thing to be out in the market. But everybody who's helping right now, the people in the Telegram that are commenting, that are helping. So there's like people like Kenny Soul, DJN Pirate, SND Mage. Everybody who's contributing in the channel has been very, very helpful, and I really appreciate it. So if we can get more people in the Telegram, we'll do another DevNet test. We can spread out some more USDC, and then we can do another test later. I'm going to reach out to people in the USDC, what's it called? The USDC Discord. Or I know somebody who works at Circle, and I'm going to see if they can give us like maybe $1,000 or $10,000 of DevNet USDC so that I can just give people $1,000 so we can just test this game out and pretend like we're whales playing the game instead of, having to ask for $50 every 2 seconds. So we'll see if we can get that going. I'll send them a message today. But I think the thing I'm going to do right after this is I'm going to post the links to all of the, I'm going to post a list of all the issues that we found. I'm going to go post a link or post an image. And then if you see something that's not on there that you experienced today that wasn't smooth or you didn't like, add it to the thing and I will look at it when I get back from lunch. Yo, what is going on? Hold on a second. People are talking in the channel. Are bots dumping the price? Yeah, buddy. Them bots. Okay, somebody in Pump Stream asked a question. Just joining. Why is the bet and reward equal? Is that changing? So the bet and the reward are equal because you're playing against yourself. You need to play in a market where there's more than one person, and then you're betting against somebody else. We don't have like a fully decentralized perp dex running on the back end, but we're thinking about how to build that and how to set that up. So I've actually been talking to my brother, who's like, he's a genius. He went to MIT, graduated in 5 years, then he worked at Jump Trading for like 13 years, and so he knows markets. He's also a software engineer. I think he majored in like AI and computer vision or something. So, and this is like back in the day, not today's AI. So he really knows markets. He knows all these different types of debt instruments and things like that. And so we're looking at figuring out how to build a full AMM on the background, so that way you could theoretically play by yourself, right? The way that we want this to really be set up is that you open up the game and there's basically liquidity providers. Like, so this is what we want. Now let's just do some future crafting real quick here. Let me go back to the game. So the idea would be like, if you open this game up and you're just by yourself, I mean, there's 5 people in here right now, but if you open this up and you're by yourself, what you want is you just want to be able to play. You don't care about the number of people that are in here. You really just want to be able to click anywhere that you want to be able to play. And you also want to be able to play with more like speculative instruments, right? So if you put $1 down, maybe you can win $100. So actually, let me actually bring up DevNet or LocalNet that's only running on my computer. Give me 1 second. I'm going to load something up and I'll show you guys kind of what I'm thinking of. Let me open up. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. You're just going to look at my face for a little bit while I use the computer. We have players action. And that is the number of players on the top. Game header. And we want to put in all right. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done. We're almost there. I'm just running this thing locally. Works on my box. That's a joke. Wait, what happened? Hold on a second. Source, monorepo, bun, dev. Okay. Why is it trying to do migrations? Sorry, one of my things is trying to do a database migration. And it shouldn't, because there are no database migrations. 1 second. Practice. Yeah, don't do this. Don't do that. There we go. All right. Are we rolling? Are we rolling? I don't see. Ah, yeah, here we go. We're rolling. All right, let me switch back. Okay. Back to the app. Okay, so this is running locally right now. So if you see localhost, this is on my box. So effectively what we want is we want this whole market to basically be like some sort of DEX where you can somehow fund this thing. And then what we want to be able to do is click here and you can obviously place, oh, I'm in live mode. Hold on, let me go back to practice. What you want to be able to do is obviously like place a bet here and, place a $3 bet and then, win your $3 back. But if you're playing and you're just playing by yourself, you should be able to like go hit these, like massive leverage bets where you place $2 bet and you could win, maybe $200 back, right? This is not calculating it outright, but you could think of this as coming back being like, oh, you're up 200 now, right? And so we want to be able to support something like this where you can adjust the leverage and, make a small bet and have a big payout. Now, the dynamics of how that works and who are the liquidity providers and can you win that much money on that block, or maybe maybe leverage is auto calculated, so you don't actually even get to pick the leverage. You just place a bet and then this says like, oh, you bet $3, you can get 55x on this block because a liquidity provider has taken the other side of that block. But there's it's kind of like a complicated process to figure out how to make this into a legitimate market where it doesn't even matter if there's another person that's in the market. You can just join this thing, play by yourself, and you can just you're technically not playing by yourself because there's an AMM or some sort of market that's running in the background, but the idea would be, can you get this to be some sort of market? So my brother's thinking about that right now. And then you can obviously do like leverage and all the things that come with having a market with two sides, either like liquidity providers or market makers and then the consumers. And we think that this user experience is really good, obviously, because it's just it operates very much like a prediction market, right? You're clicking a button and you're saying, I think the price is going to be $10, 10 seconds in 10 seconds, right? So how do we turn this into something where you can guess what the price is going to be? I think the price is going to be this in 10 seconds. And if you're right, you win. And if you're wrong, you lose, right? And that's what we really want to be able to get to. But we're at the stopgap right now, which is why you're seeing the experience where sometimes you place a bet and you're getting the money back, is because there's no market on the other side yet until multiple players join the game. So shout out to whoever was in the Pump Fund stream and asked that question. Oh, your name is GFR7VB. Thank you. All right. I don't think there's any more questions. I think everybody's good. And I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to post. Oh, so yeah, go to X, follow Bloxwap. So let's see. Where's our X channel? Is it listed down here? Yeah, here we go. So go to X, follow Bloxwap on X. It's got the contract address, a bunch of all the links. So if you want to go find all of our information, it's got mainnet. We have the hub, which is that site that I showed you that we just came from. You've got the link to the token, the DEX screener, Streamflow, OKX Intelligence. These are the locked tokens on Streamflow. There's also a bunch of social profiles that we have. And then we also have a bunch of marketing profiles. So you can follow us on X, Telegram, Farcaster, etc. And we also have a Twitter community or an X community here. So we've got 151 members. So be the 152nd member of our community. Let's see what else is there. So yeah, follow us on X. Where did I come from? And follow me on X too. Oh, that link doesn't go anywhere. So I'm x.com/Joe Blau. Follow me. Because I'm going to be probably posting most of the updates as stuff is happening. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. He's streaming. So I'm going to be posting most of the updates to my X account. And then we'll obviously be reposting them from the Bloxwap account as well. So follow me, follow Bloxwap, and I'll post right after the stream. I'm going to get all the issues that people had. I'm going to write them down. I'm going to make a post about that. And then if you guys just see anything that I didn't cover, make sure you add it to the list, and then I'll take a look at it when I get back from lunch. All right. Let me just check any more questions. I don't see any. So finally, no mainnet tomorrow, just in case anybody's looking. No mainnet tomorrow. We need DevNet testers. So get ready. Go on DevNet. You can get $10 an hour from the faucet. Go get faucet money, and we'll test this on DevNet tomorrow. Okay. We're gonna do another test. Make sure we don't lose anybody's money. And the DevNet link is right down here. devnet.bloxwap.com. Go to Play Live, and then from Play Live, you should be able to create an account. And once the account is created, you should be able to fund your wallet with some DevNet USDC, and then just chill. Once you do that, just chill. We'll play tomorrow. All right, that's it. Thanks for everybody coming to the stream. We'll do another stream tomorrow. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day. Oh, I'll be in the Telegram all day. So see you.